seconds.
They should know.
Kiss my...
I'm sorry.
Okay. If you guys just keep up with me, we'll get through this in a jiffy. First off, tell me...
Mary Todd was quite a look.
Okay, Dandy, one player. What's your name?
Anybody have any flaws?
By the by, you here for a 7-question tournament-length game or a full 21-question thingamajig?
Them's good eating.
Okie dokie.
30 seconds.
Your buzzer's the letter B. That's B as in Babs.
Check
I got
one,
it.
check two.
A table
Right
I
here.
can eat
20
off of that.
seconds.
You
We
do
got
not get
20
to
seconds.
eat off of the table.
Holy mackerel. Okay, listen up. As soon as you think you know the answer to a question, buzz in. Then you have to hit the number that corresponds to the answer you want. You got that? It's simple.
10 seconds.
Good luck.
9,
And
8,
get rid of the
7,
desktop.
6,
Let's go to black.
5,
Okay,
4,
we're rolling.
3.
Heavenly Critters Pet Cemetery. For those times when your love doesn't fit in a shoebox.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see ya. Yada, yada, yada. Well, all right, that's out of the way. Well, there is one advantage to playing by yourself. You got plenty of room at the keyboard. Okay, ready to roll? Good. Category, please. This one likes to go by. I got off the John for this. $2,000 says you don't know this one. Hey, check out this analogy and buzz in when you know how to complete it. Telemarketing is to disturbing people as telemarking is to what? Disturbing snow, disturbing God, disturbing fish, or disturbing images of parents having sex. Let's take a look at the right answer. Telemarking involves downhill skiing with cross-country skis. Hey, hear that snow? Translated into English, the snow saying,
Why the hell are you bothering me during dinner?
I need a category. Pucker up for giving the presidential family tree a trim. $1,000 at stake on this one. You know, Hillary Rodham Clinton is pretty liberal, but it was really Eleanor Roosevelt who paved the way for forward-thinking first ladies. If in order to demonstrate her liberal mindset, Eleanor Roosevelt had refused to give up her maiden name, how would the nation... Franklin and Eleanor Roosevelt were actually fourth cousins and shared the same last name even before they were married. Yeah, I heard some of their kids turned out kind of two-faced. All right, hit me. Coming at you.
Impressive, yes, but I like it too.
And we got $3,000 in the pot. Hey, have I ever told you about my hobby? I whittle bars of Irish Spring soap into little green and white striped figurines. Anyway, let's say the makers of Irish Spring create a new soap called Prague Spring. Instead of being clean as a whistle at the end of your shower, how might you feel? Fresh as a Warsaw Pact invasion, smooth as Il Duce's bottom, clean as a Nazi occupation, or exhilarating as a 30 Years' War? The communist reform of the 1968 Prague Spring ended with an invasion of Czechoslovakia by Warsaw Pact troops. And suddenly, nobody felt like whistling. Okay, I need a category. This one's called Religious Leaders and Other Righteous Dudes. You get this one right and it's $3,000. Suppose you were around Wittenberg, Germany in the early 16th century and you really dug what Martin Luther had to say when he started the Reformation. Based on the popular legend about how Martin Luther presented his 95 Theses to the public, what could... According to legend, Martin Luther nailed the 95 Theses to the door of All Saints Church in Wittenberg. Man, he must have had a lot of bran before he did that. Oh, theses. Oh, yeah. I thought it was the 95 feces. Okay, pick a category.
You don't wanna blow it on number 5.
Well, what do we have here? Hollywood square dancing. This one can net you $1,000. Hey, remember TV's McCloud, that detective from the country that ended up working in the big city? Well, suppose backwards Detective McCloud were a cop by day and a square dance caller by night. If he got confused and told a couple of crooks to freeze and then do-si-do, what would they do? Stop, then bow to one another, stop, link arms and twirl, stop, then circle each other back to back, or stop, drop, and promenade? See, now, I could have given you some cash if you pick this. McCloud is asking them to stop and then circle around each other, passing at the right shoulders, back facing back. His skills really come in handy when he has to break up a hoedown. I need a category. Let's see what we got going. You look absolutely emollient, and you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Think fast. If you were to smooth ponds on your pons, what would you have? A luxuriously silky stomach, kissably soft feet, creamy sensuous vocal cords, or a sinfully smooth brainstem? For the curious, here's the right answer. The pons is a part of the brainstem. And if you want people to love you for your brain, the least you can do is keep it looking good. Category, please.
Hey, look over there. It's question 7.
Well, looks like this category is kidnapped. Get it right, I'm handing over $2K. All right, take a gander at this picture and tell me, if somebody sent you this picture in a ransom note, what would you probably not be able to do until you paid the ransom? Make ice cubes, change the oil in your car, crush your kidney stones, or flush your toilet. If you open the back of your toilet and look inside, you'll see this doohickey. And if the kidnappers are asking for more than $7 or $8, just drive over to the hardware store and buy yourself a new one, for Christ's sake. Okay, I need a category. Uh-oh, blah, 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 blah.
It's time for a Triple S mess fun.
Take a look at your gibberish category. One rude bitch. I'd say $5,000 sounds like a good place to start this gibberish question. Now, don't get nervous, but the more time you take, the less cash you get. All right, this one's for all you kids at heart out there. What popular phrase does this rhyme with? Why, ma'am, snubber, you argue. And remember, ignore the punctuation. First clue, you say it when someone calls you names, which is something you should be used to. You say it when someone calls you names and you want to get back at them. This could be it. Type it. Usually when you say things like, I am rubber, you are glue, it means you don't get along with someone. But have you ever tried getting in a rubber suit and covering your lover with glue? It's quite friendly. Okay, pick a category. This category's known as Love Soldier of Fortune style. This one's worth $1,000. Hey, I was looking through the personals in Soldier of Fortune the other day, and I found this one. Buzz in when you know who wrote this personal ad. Impressionable single white female from wealthy family looking for gun-toting macho type to help me make bank withdrawals. Patty Hearst was the heiress who was kidnapped by the Symbionese Liberation Army and later joined them. I didn't know that worked. I mean, I never thought about kidnapping as a way to meet women.
Just don't scream. Get in the car and let's go to dinner and catch a movie.
All right, hit me. Okay, make yourself presentable, because you're about to join a three-way. Alrighty, here's the deal. You're gonna see a three-way like this. Oh, okay. I guess I won't waste my valuable time here. Let's move it. Let's just say this one's known as You Need It When, and your timely group for this three-way is yesterday, today, or tomorrow. Here we go, and for goodness sake, be careful.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
And it looks like we're all done. Let's check out your performance. Don't tell me you've just had a lot on your mind lately. Let's see if we can at least get a rise out of your overall score. Well, it seems we're moving on now. Let's see what's up next. Okay, either you finished round one or you have another round to go. You know, depending on how you look at these things. Every question in round two is worth twice as much, so we got some serious cash at stake here. Let's get to it. I need a category. May I introduce, and on this farm I had up, you get 4,000 clams for this one. Okay, wake up, because for this question I need you to listen closely. We're bringing some livestock in here, and you gotta listen up to be able to answer the question, all right? Good, let's go. Which of the following would I not be able to make for dinner from the livestock I have here? Hamburgers, fried chicken, mutton, or bacon? To make mutton, you'd need a sheep, and I don't recall any in there. Okay, Raul, you can take the animals back. Oh, no, oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, bring some newspaper, too, will you? Category, please. And this one is, a bat walks into a bar. How does $2,000 sound? Oh no, the Riddler has decided to take a new approach to thwarting Batman. If instead of normal riddles, the Riddler were to confuse Batman with the Buddhist riddles known as koans, what would you most like? A koan is a non-rational statement or riddle used for meditation in Zen Buddhism. Here's the sound of one bat wing flapping. Okay,
swing your partner 1 and 3. A do-si-do for the big 13.
The selection is, ever have that not-so-fresh feeling? 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Put it in gear, 'cause here we go. Say they pepped up boring old panty shields by making them out of the same thing as the Canadian shield. What would be the best slogan for the new Canadian panty shields? Rock solid protection. And the Canadian shield is a huge rock formation that covers parts of Canada and the U.S. I'm assuming these would only be used on heavy days. Okay, I need a... Open wide and get ready for...
Knocked up. Who's there?
Play your cards right, you win 4,000 bucks. Imagine this. Say you're a student at Pregnant U. Based on the typical amount of discomfort during each trimester of pregnancy, which trimester exams should be the easiest? Your first trimester exams, your second trimester exams, your third trimester exams, or your fourth trimester exams? Should have picked this. In the second trimester of pregnancy, most women feel less uncomfortable than in the first or third trimesters, so second trimester exams should be gravy. Unless you've taken Lamaze class as an elective. That test sucks. All right, hit me.
15th floor, lingerie, housewares, and useless trivia.
And I believe this one's called All the News That Tied One On. One right answer and $6,000 head your way. Hey, you know the rating sweeps periods are coming when news reporters start doing sensational stories, right? Suppose a star reporter reprised the famous stunt of the late 1800s reporter Nellie Bly in order to boost ratings. Inspired by the novel Around the World in 80 Days, reporter Nellie Bly did it in 72. So Connie Chung could also go around the world in 72 days. I'll bet it'll do a lot more for ratings than making her Dan Rather's co-host. I need a category. I got some good news for you. You're about to move into a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat question is, it really satisfies. All right, I'm going to read off. Oh, I see you got this thing down. Well, I'll put 30 seconds on the clock then. Let's go in. Mars bar, caramel Milky Way. Twix. Sugar Daddy. Three Musketeers. Payday. One more. Whatchamacallit? This is it, answer. That's all she wrote. You got 4 right, you missed 3. Hard to be enthusiastic about that. Let's throw it into your total. Could be worse. Your score could be going down. In fact, it still might. Let's find out. Okay.
Number 17.
Here we have, I can't believe it's not fake. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Hey, remember that commercial where they secretly replaced the house coffee of some restaurant with Folgers? If Folgers wanted to conduct a scientific double-blind test of their coffee in the same restaurant, what would have to be true? Patrons would have to eat blindfolded, there could be no hidden cameras, the staff couldn't know it was Folgers, or the coffee might make everyone blind. Bet you wish you'd picked this. In a double-blind test, neither the subject nor the tester knows which substance is being replaced and which isn't. And in a triple-blind test, the viewers of the commercial would have no idea what this has to do with drinking coffee and change the channel. Okay, I need a category. Shake hands with really bad executioners. Hello, we're talking $6 grand, so pay attention. You've heard of the cliche, give someone enough rope and he'll hang himself. Well, suppose you give someone enough rope, but he can't figure out how to tie the noose. If he ties a shoddy granny knot and tries to hang himself anyway, what idiom best applies? He's cut the Gordian knot, he's hung himself out to dry, he's fit to be tied, or he's hanging by a thread. In case you're wondering, solving a difficult problem in a fast and crude manner is referred to as cutting the Gordian knot. Other cliches for doing something in a fast and crude manner are cutting corners and cutting the cheese. Category, please.
Step right up for question 19.
Say hello to down in Jamaica, man. How does $4,000 grab you? Just step up and take a swing at this one. Oh no, the island of Jamaica has been diagnosed with tropical depression. What's one of it? A tropical depression is a low-level cyclone with winds less than 40 miles per hour. You know, though, it's always a tricky thing to determine whether a country is really suffering from tropical depression or whether it's just feeling a little bit under the weather. All right, hit me.
Question number 20.
Now serving. Balls, balls, balls. Get a right answer, you're walking away with $4,000. Oh man, I need some help here. I can't remember the name of this sports team. Damn. Hey, if you can think of it, buzz in and type in the answer, capiche? All right, it's a basketball team. Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain was on it. You know, they've been all over the world. Kind of like Wilt. Oh yeah, Meadowlark Lemon is... It's all yours. The Harlem Globetrotters are a basketball team. Wilt Chamberlain is an alum, and so is Meadowlark Lemon. All I gotta say about the Harlem Globetrotters, and I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure they fixed a few of those games. Okay, I need a category. A little edgy, aren't we? Relax and take a look at this clue. I'll tell you when to panic. Fly this. Don't get your wings clipped, and the sky's the limit. Good luck. You were all over this one! Amazing! Let's check out what it did to your score! That's the game! Way to go, player. It's like I always say, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, as long as you get to play with yourself. Now get the hell away from the computer and go make some friends, because... You don't know Jack!
Great show, everybody. Lovely work as usual. Raoul Hun, what's going on now?
Well, player, you are currently our You Don't Know Jack champ. First place, top score, #1, and it doesn't really mean much of anything. If you'd like to play again, let me know.
And there's room for both of us.
And Janelle is